Alright, what is this? I exposed Roblox's biggest scammer in his next scam. Why is Roblox like this, man?
There is a browser extension called Roearn that promises to give
Oh my god.
you Robux when
No, they have this the I Show Meats face. Look at him.
you buy things on Roblox. And the weird
Dude,
thing
look,
is
there's
that
another
this
one.
extension actually works. But before you start downloading this thing, I want to point out that while I was investigating Roearn, I figured out a giant scamming rabbit hole involving Roblox's biggest scammer, Lucent Waves.
Make sure to always trust Lucent Waves in deals. He's legit.
If you know this dude, you're gonna
Oh, well, Jesus said so, so I mean, I guess it is true. Yeah, he's legit.
be excited for this
He's
video because I managed to
legitness.
log into one of the Roblox scam accounts after someone confessed their sins to me. I figured out the scammer, Lucent Waves' own personal Roblox account, by using his own extension against him, and I accidentally figured out who was behind a giant recent Roblox hack that happened in November by using a weird investigation trick. But to understand everything, we need to start at the beginning. Because one of my viewers here, Maple, sent me a video suggestion saying that when they open up Roblox, they got a fancy pop-up saying, introducing Roearn. Earn Robux cash back on every single purchase on Roblox. Now,
Oh my god, it's literally Honey, but like Roblox edition. For those that don't know, Honey was like a cashback program, kind of, so to speak, but it was like involving coupons. And then they were like scamming people out of coupon codes for creators.
Now, this doesn't happen on normal Roblox. The reason why they got this pop-up is because they had a Chrome extension called Roblox Friends Remover button. This
What?
Chrome extension advertised Roearn. Now, if you don't know what Roearn is, don't you
Oh.
worry. You don't even have to listen to me explaining it if my voice is annoying, because instead we
not.
have...
This is a quick tutorial on how to use Roearn on Roblox. If you take a look at this catalog right now, you can see at the top left of each Roblox item how much Robux you can save. All you have to do is just press buy with Roearn. All you have to do from here is just follow the 3 steps. Join the Roearn hub using the play button below. You will be prompted to purchase, and then your Robux cashback will be instantly credited to your Roearn balance to withdraw. So we're gonna go ahead and join the game real quick. Once you join the game, you're gonna
Holy ADHD editing. Holy fuck, man. Dude, kids are cooked these days. I thought I was bad.
see a prompt to buy the item. Super easy. All you have to do is just press buy and press OK. So once you have done that, you should see your Robux in your Roearn balance. Now that you want your Roearn balance to go to your regular Roblox balance, just press
So
withdraw
where's
to
the
Roblox.
scam?
Despite this seeming like a
Did they
very
just take your credit card?
obvious scam, Maple was like, I did download this, and I'm aware I could get hacked. All I'm gonna say is that you guys are a different breed. Risk your computer getting
Watch, like, text-to-speech does anti-scam and anti, like, you know, more about awareness of scams and, like, getting fleeced. And his viewers still get scammed.
hacked or 5 Robux. They picked the
You
5
fucking
Robux, and it turns out
dummy.
it did work. You can see that they have 5 pending Robux because an account called Sylvia Miltra, which probably is real, but hacked because of reasons I'll talk about later. But this account spent 5 Robux and bought a game pass from Maple. So this extension worked. And this extension isn't really an obvious scam if you understand Roblox, because you can get free Robux when you buy things.
Robux.
Roblox has a system called commissions, where if you're playing a Roblox game and you buy a 3D asset or clothing, the experience owner, they get 40% of however much you spend. It's a commission. But people have realized that they can make their own Roblox game, and then they buy items inside of the Roblox game to get this 40% money back. And there are Chrome extensions that will do this for you. There's a YouTube video by Shark Blogs, which I'd recommend a little bit more because you're
Dude, this Roblox shit is fucking serious, man.
fully in control of what you're doing. I'll have that linked in the description. And the thing with Roearn is that if we look at the video, you get 6 Robux on a 95 Robux purchase. So you get around 6 to 7% of your money back instead of the 40%, which Roearn is not worth using, but it gets so much worse. Because while people were telling me about this Roearn extension and I was getting DMs about it, I also got DMs from other people sending me a blog post that said this was going to turn into a scam because Roearn was run by Lucent Waves. Dun, dun, dun. Straight up, I'm
the
going to assume
scammer.
that you don't go on the internet and you don't memorize scammers' names because you actually have a social life outside of the computer. So I'm going to explain who Lucent Waves is.
He looks like a
Lucent
charmer.
Waves. Actually, hold on. Let me be a little bit more professional here. Ross Porter is an 18 to 19-year-old Canadian living in Ottawa, and he is known as Lucent Waves. In fact, the reason
Great
why
start.
we know
Being
how
born
he
in
looks,
Ottawa.
wish I didn't, is because through the Ottawa police, there was a man who was wanted for threats and mischief, and we could...
Wait, mischief is a real thing you can get arrested for?
See, good old Ross Porter right then and there. That's our Roblox scammer. God,
Where's
you
our
would think they
guy?
never invented a shaver with this facial hair. Anyways, Lucent Waves, or Ross Porter, was wanted on March 21st, 2024 for mischief to property and disguising himself with the intent to commit the mischief. He's also wanted for uttering threats and other mischief-related offenses. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because, one, it's funny that a Roblox scammer is wanted by the police. But
Hiding
the
from
second
the
reason why I'm
glories,
pointing this
bro.
out is because Ross, or Lucent Waves, is going to try and take down my video by saying that I am violating YouTube's privacy guidelines. I'm really just talking about this so that YouTube's moderator that has to review this video can understand why I put this dude's name in here, because sometimes they need a little bit of help. They need a lot of
They need a lot of fucking help. They're still fucking ghosting me!
help sometimes. But when YouTube decides if content should be removed for a privacy violation, they factor in combination of image, voice, full name, government ID, or uniquely identifiable info. And YouTube says that they will also consider public interest, newsworthiness, consent, and whether the information is
Bro, the fact
otherwise
that he has to
publicly
do this,
available.
man.
This is publicly available images sent by the fucking police. But the reason why I'm pointing out Ross Porter being Lucent Waves is because this is in public interest and newsworthiness. This is a Roblox scammer that has stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Roblox items and currency and accounts. Again,
Holy
this lies
shit.
within YouTube's policy. Don't you just love how much time I had to spend to make sure I don't get taken down for saying this scammer's fucking name? You gotta love YouTube. Anyways, Lucent Waves, or Ross Porter, has been involved in numerous big Roblox scams. His biggest scam, which was documented by Bleeping Computer back in November 2022, talked about a backdoored Chrome extension installed
my
by
God,
200,000
beautiful.
Roblox players. 200,000
Beautiful.
Roblox players had their account hacked because of Ross Porter.
They just put their fucking info in and then he just gets to have it for free. People used to just ask you and then you'd be like, no! And they'd be like, damn, rats!
And this was known as the Search Blocks incident. Ross Porter, or
Search
Lucent Waves, was
Blocks.
also behind the
Dude,
Motive
kids are dumb
Creation
as fuck,
scam,
man.
which was a scam where you get a DM in Roblox telling you to join a Discord server, and when you join the Discord server, it would have a fake verification thing, and it would steal your account. And with the
Please
scam,
verify
he
your
hacked
Roblox
someone named
account.
Seeker. And I'm talking about this because Ross Porter, Lucent Waves, made a video flexing...
Is me dancing right now to the fact that Skeeter,
Dude, he's hitting the default dance on Roblox.
aka Skeeter Society owner, never getting his Roblox account back. Look,
He's calling him...
Dad, all those 40, that's like 40 Canadian dollars
Skeeter
right there.
Society owner, never getting his Roblox account back.
Right there. That's like 40 Canadian dollars.
Look,
He's calling him Skeeter
the play-
Society
they
because
got
this
the play-
dude's name used to be
Play-Doh
Seeker
money.
Society. You can see this dude as a
Monopoly
cocky,
money.
arrogant asshole. But then after scamming people with Motive Creations rebranded into Vic Games, which if you watch my videos, you're probably very familiar with because I talked about it in a previous video. In fact, this scamming spree doesn't stop there. I made another video talking about this Roblox extension had some hidden tricks, and the hidden trick was that it would hack your account. And this was also made by
Yay!
Lucent
I love
Waves. In fact,
hackerinis.
Lucent Waves, or Ross Porter, has done so many scams that he has his own wiki article in a Roblox wiki. That is how
Why
popular...
did they just perma-ban him or like, I don't know, get the... Like, I don't know, when Blizzard, for example, when they find out someone's doing something really illegal, they usually get involved. Like, why doesn't Roblox do anything? He's costing them money and customers.
of a scammer this guy
Yeah, they
is.
don't even
It's a shame
ban
all the
predators.
scamming
You
could buy
don't
you a
ban
razor to
people
shave
and
those pubes
fucking
off your
scam
face.
'em.
Now, here's the thing. People are saying Roearn is owned by Lucent Waves, and this could turn out to be another search blocks disaster where 200,000 accounts are hacked. But there's a bit of a problem. These accusations of Lucent Waves being behind Roearn, they were accusations without any definitive proof. So I needed to dig deeper. Now, the problem is that when I was talking to Maple about this Roearn extension, they linked the Roearn support Discord server, and it no longer works. In fact, it turns out during Christmas, this person named Jack decided
Servers
to
are
shut
shutting
down
down.
the server. And with the Discord server being shut down, I couldn't get my proof, but I actually did manage to get proof in one of the weirdest possible ways. Now, it starts off pretty simple. You know, one of my viewers reaches out to me talking about Roearn, and they're able to see that this person here, Jack, owns the Roearn support Discord server. But as they were investigating,
Unvolade.
they said, actually,
Unvolade.
there might be another guy. And they see that in one of the channels that is logging stuff, they can see that there is this profile here. They figure out that this person is named Sar, and they say that this
redeem,
is
Sar.
just an alt account. But they notice that this alleged alt account has another
Ooh,
server
French.
in common. It is the Hidden Devs Discord server, which is a Discord server meant for like developing in Roblox. But inside of the server, Sar said stuff like, how do I revert version history in Roblox Studio? So I do what I do
Ow!
best. I go to the Hidden Devs
Fucking
Discord
kids,
server.
man,
I search
they're
how
so
do I
dumb.
revert, and I found out this message here. And what I do is I copy their user ID, because whenever I do any sort of investigation, user IDs are just king. They change their username, their ID will stay the same. But I wanted to see
Very
if I ever DM'd this guy before. Nothing. So I kind of assumed this was a dead end until I searched every single one of my DMs for that user ID here. And I stumbled across this person who DMs me back in April of 2025. They said, hey, no text-to-speech. I have come in contact with a person I suspect to be Lucent Waves. I do not know what to do. I am seeking advice. As you can see from my profile, I am a programmer, and I got found by him on the Hidden Devs Discord server. And the first thing that I asked this dude is, what is the user ID that is sending messages to you? And can you share some of the screenshots of your DMs that you've had with them? And they send me this user ID here. This is the exact same user ID that this person is snitching to me is Lucent Waves. Now, this isn't
So
a perfect
that's him or
confirmation. I can't be
all.
like, yes, this is him. Again, this is just like another, potentially a coincidence. But
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
Yeah, I
because
was about
as
to
they
say.
shared their DMs, there was the SAR account saying, hi there, I'm wondering if you are experienced with Roblox-related JavaScript. Would you know how to code a simple JavaScript Chrome extension? Now, they talk back and forth for a little bit,
very
and they were talking about
specific.
another Roblox extension.
Would you like to commit a crime with me?
And the person who confessed to me said, what do you want remade? And SAR said, basically, I want it to have the same functionality, but I want the source code to look completely different, as if it's a brand new extension. I don't want any similarities. The SAR account wants this developer to basically copy someone's extension, but change the code so they can't figure out. Now, I want you to keep that in mind for a little bit later,
That's
copying Chrome
sussy.
extensions and trying to make it look different. But I got sent a whole bunch of DMs, and through those DMs, these people were working for a couple of months. They talked about how much they got paid. It was like $850 to make it was a scam. It was clearly a scam. That's why this guy was talking to me. I'm pretty sure his consciousness got to him and he started confessing to me. But then this person said he shared Vic Games account, and he sends me this screenshot where SAR says username Vic the Dev, password, which I have censored out for obvious reasons. Now, this Vic the Dev account seemed a little bit familiar because I searched on X, and this person here was talking about a motive creation scam where there was Vic the Dev, who was the owner of Vic Games, which again was confirmed to be Lucent Waves. Now, the problem is that anyone could make shit up. I could say that I have the username and password to Bill Gates's Roblox account, but there's only one way to prove if this SAR account is actually Lucent Waves, and it's by logging into the account. Wow, this is really anticlimactic. I was trying to build up this sick suspense, and I had to do a fucking captcha.
Captcha.
All right, it took forever. Holy shit. Holy
Oh,
fucking
you got a warning.
Okay, no, hold on. This is, apparently, if this is the Vic Games account, the most well-known Roblox scammer. And you could see that they got a fucking account warning. Roblox, what the f are we doing? It says, we're sorry, but
Yeah.
due to a trademark notification of claimed infringement from a trademark holder, items have been removed. Okay, sure, reactivate
Dude,
my
that's
account. Let's
so
see, let's
fucking
see.
dumb.
Holy shit. This is the Vic Games account. Holy shit. So I'm doing this all live. So this is all new stuff to me. So forgive me if the pacing of the video kind of falls off a little bit. I just want to go through and like see what the fuck is going on. So
Is
you
this
can
his
see he has
actual
connections.
account or
There's-
is it like an alt
What?
account?
Look, it's literally the
No! Did you see what I saw? Ice Spice account, like Ice Spice fan. He like that doodle.
What? Look, it's literally the account. You can see. Owned. Vic Games. The community has been locked. I guess we could look at like my transactions maybe. Purchases. Is there any big Robux transactions? Oh my god. The Emperor. 10,000 Robux. You're rich, Ross. You're absolutely
Yeah, it's
rich.
$100.
Yo, what if he was a condo dev? That'd actually be comedy. All right. Creations. Vibe, bedroom for pics, roleplay, or whatevs. Oh, wait, if I open up
Whatevs.
the client, will I log in as him? Hopefully not. Oh no, shit, I am. Okay. Hold on.
Holy
Yeah, I
fuck,
already know
man.
what the fuck is going on in here, bro.
Why is it? What the fuck is
I
this?
read about like
Oh,
chats.
yeah.
Oh, messages. There we go. Wait, please
Ooh.
read this. After the little incident.
Dude, this is a treasure trove. The mind of a schizo.
You've had with me, I decided
know
to take
who this
action and
is.
note
Yeah,
for you.
he's
Please do not keep
infamous.
continuing this. I really, really believe you can improve. Elliot, I am so sorry. This dude did not did not improve. Did you guys hack me? Oh my
Did
god.
you guys hack me?
All these people
Oh my
that are
God,
actually DMing them. And taking a look at their sent messages, they send a lot of their like scam templates to like this one person. I don't really know what to make of it because I don't have like
Interesting.
definitive proof again. So putting this all together, I am logged into the Vic the Dev account, which owns
That's
the Vic Games group,
insane.
which is a scam that was tied to Lucent Waves, and this was sent to me by the SAR account, which was an admin in the Row-Earn server. So with Row-Earn,
That's
this
crazy.
extension is made or at least connected to Lucent Waves, Ross Porter, the most infamous Roblox scammer. And later
a
on, I'll show you
dumbass.
why this is bad because there's already been damage from this. But getting this sort of information, I mean, logging into the dude's fucking account.
You guys don't understand. Like, if someone logged into my WoW account, you'd find out so much shit about me. This guy's been fleecing. I mean, not even. Actually, if you log into someone's WoW account, there's no, like, message history. You get to see how many souls this guy's crushed.
Doing this would require you being me. Not
Sad.
recommended. But it turns out
Alana, what? You would? What are you up to in WoW? What do you mean? Like, just like, as a person, man. I haven't fleeced anyone in years, okay?
you can figure out that Row-Earn is owned by Lucent Waves and made by Lucent Waves just by digging into the code of the extension. Now, instead of explaining this code and going through it because that shit's boring, I'm going to show you
True.
exactly what I did to expose that this is Lucent Waves for the second time
ChatGPT,
again. But
get 'em.
inside of Row-Earn, there is a referral system. You can see this person made a Twitter post and then they asked Grok, what is Row-Earn? We are cooked as a society. Now, the reason why I'm
what's
interested
Row-Earn?
in this referral system for Row-Earn is that when people got this pop-up talking about introducing Row-Earn because they had some weird Chrome extension, they also got a referral code, an invite code of BDXBZGAX. And when I saw this, I thought maybe there was a way to use this code to figure out who's behind the website. And the thing with these referrals is that inside of the Row-Earn extension, they have commands like get referral stats, which shows you how many people have been referred. So that's good for figuring out how many people actually fell for this pop-up. And there's also a function
Oh my
called get
God.
referral list, which goes to the
It's so funny because I never fell for that shit. I never like installed all these dumbass Chrome extensions that people would. I never installed crap because I knew it would slow down my computer. I don't know how people fall for this stuff, even as a kid.
Row-Earn API, which basically it doesn't matter what it fucking means. I'll just show you. What this function does is it gets a list of everyone who used a specific referral code. And the reason why that's important is because when you're making a referral system, you kind of have to test it yourself, right? And maybe we can get some clues based on that. Now, the problem is that this whole entire function works off of a Roblox user ID. And the only thing I have is this invite code of BDXBZGAX. So it's kind of screwed
Live
until
Roblox?
we go back to the code again. This is like 3 days of research and me trying to condense it into a YouTube video. So if it jumps all over the place,
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's a
but
lot of
I
work.
searched for referral code instead of just scrolling. And you can see that there is a function that turns a user ID into a referral code. And I do not give a shit about learning this code. So I pop it into ChatGPT and I say, reverse this this code function so I can go from referral to user ID. Then figure out the user ID of this referral
Smart.
code. BDXB.
I mean, he might not know how to do it, but at least he knows the function.
GAX
You gotta
code
do
that I
this,
got
do
from
that.
that Twitter post.
How
I'm
do I
throwing
do
this
this?
bad boy into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT got back to me after 5 business days. They told me everything about how this works. Now we're not gonna go through it because I know none of you guys give a shit. But basically,
No, I
final
do not.
decoded
I'm
number
dumb.
is this number here. If you just copy and put it into Roblox, it leads to this Roblox account 5 balance code, which in one of the screenshots what someone sent me, I think this popped up, it's on screen. So already looking pretty good. Good job, ChatGPT. We're going somewhere. But since we have that
date.
user ID now, we can go through this referral list
This is
command
smart.
and we can go through the referral stats command. And I'm going to do that using something called Insomnia. Now, if you watch my videos, you've probably seen this before. But in terms of that Chrome extension that showed that referral link, you can see that 3 days ago, I checked it and it had 17,435 people.
Dude, you'd think it was like a couple hundred. It's not.
Referred.
That's
Now, 3 days after, if
terrifying.
I submit another request, it invited 300 more people. So 300 other Roblox kiddos are like, I'm gonna get my 15 Robux, and they put that code
my
into
Robux.
RoeEarn.
I want
Remember, the
my
whole reason why I'm doing
cashback.
this is because when you make a referral system and you code it, you eventually have to test it yourself. And
Uh-huh.
using the command referral list with the user ID, it lists off all the people that have been referred. But the interesting thing is you can see that there is a date that they joined at, and it actually decreases. So as we go down, the older these referrals are. And of course, if you're making a referral system, you're probably going to be the first person that refers yourself. And that's exactly what is going on here, because you can see this joined at date is December 10th, December 11th. But now you can see when the extension went public on December 15th,
There's
you can
a
see
lot
this
of
is when most
15s.
people started using the extension. Oh my God, there was
So
a lot
one
of
of the first two is gonna be the guy.
people being referred. But before the sea of free Robux kiddos decided to use this extension, there was these 2 accounts
You had to
that used
start
the
it.
referral before it was even public. Now, this first user ID, it leads to this account here. Hubholder 0, they have a game, which was a game used to do the cashback stuff, but it was clearly an alt account. I mean, there's no connections. They had some followers, but nothing much.
Yeah,
Then
it's
I
just
see this
it's a
user
dud
ID,
account.
767769. And with this user ID, you can see that this is owned by an account named
Lucent.
Luckvent. Lucent Waves. Ross Porter cannot for the life of him cover his own tracks. But it doesn't stop there. No, I spent way too much time researching this
Holy
because there's
shit.
one
I would've
massive
not put this
scam
much
that
effort
happened
in.
on Roblox recently, and there wasn't definitive proof of who was behind the scam. Spoiler, it was Lucent, and the reason why there's no definitive proof is because Lucent did try to cover his tracks. Kinda. He couldn't stop himself from inflating his ego and threatening people and flexing, but we'll get to that.
Delete reviews on my extension and never speak on it again. Otherwise, roll call will be burnt to the floor. Dude, this guy's LARPing that he's a fucking mafioso.
But on October 2nd,
Wait. Hold on, I didn't finish it. Go back. I have 1,000 Gmails and 10 Indians ready to ruin your 4.4 star rating. Damn, he's got that. He's got that fucking team. Wow.
he couldn't stop
He's got
himself from
a
inflating his
team to
ego
ruin
and
your
threatening people and
life.
flexing, but we'll get to that. But on
What's
October
that? Be
2nd,
Indians,
2025,
bro.
Rollimons made a tweet warning certain Roblox extensions are using malicious code and had this pop-up injected into them. Do not click this prompt and remove non-trustworthy Roblox extensions. Basically, you would open up Roblox and it would tell you to update your birthday. And if you clicked on this button, your account would get hacked. And this happened
Yep.
for this big list of Chrome extensions here, which we'll look a little bit closer into for obvious reasons. But the important thing to point out is what happens when you click on that button. Because again, if you look through the code, there's secrets sprinkled all over that explain what the f is going on. If you had money in Roblox, if you were like relatively rich, like 30,000 minimum Robux, that's what, $300?
That's $300.
If you clicked on that update age button and you had $300 on your Roblox
Poof.
account, it would change your account's email to one of these emails here. Now, guys, I need
the-
your help. Is there a pattern between all of these emails? Is there some
Is there a pattern? They're all nature themed. I don't know. They're like role play names, I guess. Yeah, like a domain name, you know?
Something that might be
Well, I mean, outside of the Row region, this is the same domains.
similar between all of them.
Relax, I'll
Warrior
handle it.
cats.
I am the angry pumpkin.
I
Every
guess.
single one of these emails
Is Row
has the
region.
domain rowregion.com. Whoever owns
I was overthinking
rowregion.com is hacking into people's accounts. And if you look at the whois for rowregion.com, you can see that the name servers are through Cloudflare and they have the prefix of Arturo.
This is why I think, like, all these people who think they can get away with, like, doing really dumb shit on the internet, if the government really wanted to find out, this is one guy that managed to track this down through a bunch of reverse engineering. You think the government can't do that if they really wanted to?
And Mona. Now, when you make an account on Cloudflare, your account is given 2 specific name servers. This is kind of like an identifier. So for the person who put rowregion.com on Cloudflare, their identifiers are Arturo and Mona. But what this means is that if we search every single website across the internet for the name servers of Arturo and Mona, we will find websites that are owned by the same person that owns this Row Region scam website. Kinda. It gets a little bit more complicated. The problem, though, is that out of this whole entire list, these are actually multiple people, because multiple people can have the same name server pairs of Arturo and Mona. So what this means is that we're looking at a whole bunch of websites that are owned by a whole bunch of different people, but they are connected in one way or another. So this is sort of one piece of the puzzle. It's a connection that we can make. For example, you can see blockchainparty.cloud and blockchainparty.tech. This is owned by the same person, but this blockchain person isn't going to be making music. Like Anthony B. Music, who I'm pretty sure is like a reggae. I don't know, man. So what this means is that we need another way to connect our target of interest to these list of domains, and it's literally right
It's for
underneath. We're talking
efficiency's
about
sake, yeah.
Roblox scammer. We need to look for the words Roblox, blocks, and
Blocks verify, blocks export.
road. You can see there's blocks export, blocks finder. So then what I did is I isolated every single website that had the words blocks or row in it or Roblox, and you can see this is our list.
Row
So the
region.
person that owns Row Region owns all of these other websites, and I can say that with almost 100% confidence because we're talking about all Roblox scams, which are all correlated together with the same name servers, which correlate them again together. It's like 2 things that add up together. Long story short, all of these websites are owned by the same person. Now, some of you might catch this right away, but we're talking about rowregion.com, which I've shown you was a scam by the code that would hack people's accounts if they had $300. And in the same list of websites owned by the same person,
gotta
you
get
can
those
see
whales.
rowearn.io. In fact, just to show you, we have Row Region with the name servers of Arturo and Mona. I go to Rowearn, and they have the name servers of Arturo and Mona. The order does
Interesting.
not matter. They just need to be the same. Rowearn is owned by the same person who owns Row Region, which we already know Rowearn is owned by Lucent, but now we know that this whole entire scam of these extensions asking to update your birthday and stealing your account happened by Lucent Waves
Yo, why is
again.
it so
All of these Chrome
sweaty?
extensions that stole your Roblox items are owned by the same scammer, Lucent Waves. And for anyone else that didn't get their accounts hacked or they didn't notice that this was a scam because they don't stay up to date on this stuff, now what's happening is that these extensions are promoting Rowearn. In fact, you can look at the code for a lot of these extensions, and
I will give the guy props. This is a lot of effort just to scam people out of like a couple of $100 at a time. Yeah, like he definitely could have put his mind to something actually useful and not like fucking illegal and scamming kids.
they all talk about Rowearn. It's
Yeah,
only
like,
a
he
matter
actually
of
put a lot of
time
effort into
before he
it.
scams again. And the thing is, Lucent will scam again because he's trying to silence the people warning you about this. And I genuinely am not surprised that this video gets taken down. But remember how we were talking about rowregion.com? When this plugin was shown in that big list of compromised extensions, a Roblox developer called Valra pointed out that rowregion is stolen source code from me re-uploaded by this guy. Can I get an editor
Oh, that makes sense with the messages that he got.
flashback to
Yep.
SARS DMs?
Can you just make it the same but kind of different? Can you copy that guy's homework but make it a little bit different?
Everything the same, just change the code. And another Roblox extension called Better Block Shield would alert you that this was stolen code. It was meant to keep your account safe. It's like, hey, this is a big red flag, which seems good and all, except we get to Lucent's threats. Because looking at the Better Blocks Discord server, the developer said Lucent managed to convince Chrome team to remove the shield feature, the feature that would tell you that rowregion is malicious because it
How did he do that? what?
is. And unfortunately, they had to remove that part of the extension. There's no longer an antivirus thing. In fact, Lucent on an alt account
Dude,
joined the
fucking
Discord
Google
server
is
to say,
cringe.
enjoy the takedown, email has been sent. But after getting that Chrome extension
Wow.
taken down for flagging an actually malicious Chrome extension, Lucent Waves then starts bragging. Ya broke. Chrome Web Store team got my back. They love me. No more shield. Then he starts going on a tangent where he's like, defamation. And I'm suing people this year. I have a lawyer now.
Oh, I'm sure you do, buddy. Yeah, those Canadian lawyers are gonna sue everyone that's wronged you, buddy.
Anyone who speaks badly of my products without proper evidence will
Resave.
correctly will receive a cease and desist.
See? I can't even spell.
My brother in Christ, it is a cease and desist. You can Google it. That's what it's called.
No.
In fact, remember that
Just
Jack
save.
account that owned the row earn extension? Would you be worried about defamation? Since you're growing pretty big, speaking bad about other people's products could potentially get you in some legal trouble. This is a underhand legal threat. And we could tell it's Lucent Waves because he also says you'll get a cease and desist.
At least he's consistent in his spelling mistakes.
We've made the connection
so funny.
by fucking
Holy
horrible
shit.
spelling. This is beautiful. Anyways,
This
the
is
rest of this video
amazing.
is me genuinely just showing you how fucking mind-numbing this guy is. Because what Lucent will also do is, remember, this guy spends his whole entire life trying to figure out how to scam people, like kids on Roblox, that have probably no money. And after he scammed a whole bunch
He's
of
gonna
people, remember,
scam a lot of them
200,000
to get a
accounts, he
buck.
then flexes how he has $1 million in crypto. It's like a reverse Robin Hood. He steals from the poor and then flexes to the poor people and then gets mad at them. My response to everyone hating, what's your net worth? Hold on, it gets better. He then starts sitting in his high chair, you know, well, you're young, but when you have bills to pay, maybe your mindset will
I bet you $100 he lives at his parents' house.
shift. And then in some other unrelated messages, he pretends that he has a family and kids. He actually let me
You're
restate.
still in Canada. How do you come back from that?
He pretends he has a family and kids, and he's trying to act like this adult figure. Oh, when you're young. Remember, from
He's
the
18 to 19.
Ottawa article, this dude is either 18 or 19. And you can tell this dude is mentally still a kid because on another alt account, again, harassing this Valra person, like that... Ross's big boogeyman moment is him threatening to review bomb people. He says to Valra, save your words for 0.1 stars. I can already see your announcements filled up with crying about it. 50,000 users, but all your ratings say they lost their Robux and account. This is not just in 2025, no. I have gone way back in time, and there was a tweet by
2023.
Lucent Waves
I've got 4 Indians at the ready. Sorry, 10 Indians. That's what he said.
that someone made a meme about where he threatened to review bomb people. This is his trump card. He's like, fuck, I'm getting bullied, man. What do I do?
That's
I know
so
what I'm gonna do
funny.
is I rub my pubic facial hair. I can review bomb their extension and ruin their business. And the best part about this whole entire thing is that after Ross review bombs all these extensions, 3 days later, Google Chrome just removes them, so nothing actually fucking happens. This is the most pointless threat I have ever seen. It is actually
Save your words for your 0.1 stars. Dude, he thinks he's so smart. He's got that Better Call Saul profile picture. He thinks he's so tough.
crazy. Anyways, since I'm basically warning you
Holy
about a scam
cringe
that's about to
lord,
happen,
man.
Lucent or Ross is going to try and take down this video. So if it got taken down, let Team YouTube know on Twitter that they're doing a fucking horrible job at reading their own rules. And if it managed to get back up, please also share it with your friends so the algorithm picks it back up. Anyways, gamers, I'm starting off 2026 with a bang, it seems like. Bye-bye, I love you.
This is insane, dude. Speaking of Roblox, I'll just fucking tack this on. This is relevant. I can't fucking believe this, man. This fucking... How do they get away with this shit, man? Roblox really doesn't give a fuck.